like, Terence Crawford. I feel like Terence Crawford, is really himself. A lot of guys just, I really don't like them, but I feel like they fake. Like I feel like Keith Thurman fake, so I couldn't call him have a discussion with him because I feel like he's just a fake dude. I feel like sometimes Shawn Porter, he just be talking out the side of his mouth, and it's a lot of guys, but like guys like Pacquiao and guys like Terence Crawford, I feel like they're real dudes. Dan Garcia, I feel like he's a genuine guy. So I just talked to him before and things like that. So I just feel like we just a mutual respect between us two.
Those are the words of Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. said that he talked to Al Heyman. And Al Heyman told him, of course, being the business mind, the brain, like Al Heyman is, when it makes sense, the fight will happen. Well, also he said that Terence Crawford's a real dude. He's FaceTimed Terence Crawford and talked about the fight. He said he's talked numerous times to Al Heyman about this fight. Okay? But he said that Keith Thurman, he labels him fake. And Shawn Porter is in that same boat. So, I think me counterpunching Errol Spence. Oh, also. Hang on. There's more.
Where would you see, in terms of, you're a student of the game, Errol. How do you see a fight like you and Crawford playing out? Could it be, we hear about the classics in the 80s when everyone fought everybody. Do you think it could go back to those old school ways when we saw those guys in the 80s just battling against one another and, topping each other and having these massive events?
Yeah, I feel like that's a classic fight. I feel like, that's a legacy defining fight. I just feel like, I think they have on YouTube, Legendary Nights. Legendary Nights on YouTube, when they do like a documentary of Hagler and Hearns, or, Ray Leonard and Hearns, or Ray Leonard and Hagler, and things like that. So, I feel like that's just a legendary fight, a fight that, people talk about, for a long time. I just feel like, a lot of, young boxers and things like that would definitely, watch that fight and remember that fight, because I feel like we both had the skill set, we both had the talent, we both had a will, but at the same time, in the day, I feel like I'll watch Terence Crawford.
You think you'll watch it?
Yeah, I feel like I'll punch him.
Would you be looking for a stoppage then, Errol? Is that what you're telling me, that you'd stop him? Or would you rather beat him up for 12 rounds?
Nah, definitely. If that guy, the Russian dude, whoever we fought, to knock him down or to drop him, I definitely have a great chance of stopping him.
Wow. On top of that, he also said, as you guys heard, that he could stop Terence Crawford and punish Terence Crawford in the fight. Well, I will say this. I know he brought up the analogy of Kovalevskis, the Mean Machine, dropping Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford did get dropped, people. Oh, he did get dropped. He got caught, and he because of the punch, he fell. Okay, he just fell forward instead of side or back. He just fell forward, and it looked like a slip or whatnot. But the ref missed it. He did get caught. Now, what did he do when he got up? That's the question you ask yourself. He got up and stopped Kovalevskis. It's like he made him mad, and that Terence Crawford just turned it up a gear, and he was almost like he was beating him, like he was frustrated or something like that. But Errol Spence said, if he can do that, I know I can do that. Now, for one, Kovalevskis fights nothing like Terence Crawford. I mean, like Errol Spence. But if he's talking about punching power, sure. That's the one thing. The one thing I think he has over Terence Crawford. He can hit. But Sugar Shane's more powerful than Floyd Mayweather. So, you know what I mean? But, yeah, he hit Floyd a couple times. But what happened after that? Floyd came back and dominated. So it's one of those things. The power ain't everything. You know what I mean? Ask Deontay Wilder. Okay? Right? It's not everything. You got to have more to, your arsenal than that to fight or let alone beat Terence Crawford, an undefeated fighter. Okay? And he said he's going to punish him. Now, he also said he was going to punish him when these guys were face to face. Do you remember they were in the, I forget what fight they were in, but they, had Terence Crawford walked up on him, and they had it out. And I think, Terence Crawford really won that confrontation because he looked like the fighter that wanted it more. Errol Spence, converted of what somebody else said who he would fight. And he wasn't included in Terence Crawford. The guy's in front of you saying he wants to fight you. His promoter's right there. It's up to you to make that fight happen. Like Terence Crawford let it be known, like it's the fighters that go for these fights. And then if we back up at the beginning of with Al Heyman, if it makes sense, it'll happen. Look, the problem with that is fights that people want to see, we wait too long to see them. We wait forever. It's almost like these promoters, they sit back. They sit back and then they just watch and they see and they hear the chatter, right? They know what the buzz is. They sit back and they wait and they watch, they observe. And they're like, okay, people want to see Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. I'm going to let that marinate for 2 years. You know what I mean? Why would you wait that long? When it makes sense, I want people, because they're still carried away with May 2nd, 2015, when Mayweather took on Pacquiao. Not every fight's going to happen like that, right? Not every scenario is going to happen like that. Somebody gets beat, somebody's belts get taken or took. Guess what? That fight's off. That fight's prolonged if it happens at all. So they want to hold out and hold out and hold out, right? And Derek James, the trainer of Errol Spence, trying to turn Mr. Promoter. Oh, he doesn't have a big enough draw. And you heard Errol Spence, he was a little, his fans in Nebraska, like Terence Crawford doesn't have any other fans. You see what I mean? So, that was a little slick cap or whatnot. But him saying that he'll punish Terence Crawford, I got to see it. I just got to see it. I heard what he said, though. I heard that. So, Keith Thurman fake, Shawn Porter fake in his eyes. Be counterpunching those two. I think those two guys, they do play the politician. Think about it. Keith Thurman, I am not saying that he's fake. I'm saying that he's more of a guy that says something for the sake of saying it because he's having a certain reputation, and he doesn't really speak his mind as though he speaks from a politician point, a political point of view. Shawn Porter, definitely. He's the good guy. He's with the good image, squeaky clean. You'll never catch him coming out of a bar drunk or something like that. You know what I mean? Keith Thurman is the guy that he protects his own legacy. And he has now, it's funny, he has that Amir Khan mindset. He only fights certain people. You only want to fight Mayweather, or you only want to fight Pacquiao. He doesn't want to fight, guys like Errol Spence. So I think that Errol Spence is kind of bitter about that since he never got that fight and Pacquiao did. You know what I mean? But he said Pacquiao is a real guy. He's Manny Pacquiao. I don't know what to say. I like everyone. I love everyone. Praise God, Jesus. That's Manny. Manny is a likable guy, So, anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Errol Spence saying that he will punish Terence Bud Crawford and Keith one-time Thurman along with Kenny Porter, or fake. Anyway, tell me what you think. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.